But this cannot have been so, since it fell to the ground, and she who should have been dead took no hurt at all. Feeling that she had failed, with a movement like a sudden lurch of a ship, Atene thrust at Ayesha, proposing to hurl her to destruction in the depths beneath. Lo! her outstretched arms went past her, although Ayesha never seemed to stir. Yes, it was Atene who would have fallen. Atene who already fell, had not Ayesha put out her hand and caught her by the wrist, bearing all her backward swaying weight as easily as though she were but an infant, and without effort drawing her to safety. "Foolish woman," she said in pitying tones, "wast thou so vexed that thou wouldst strip thyself of the pleasant shape which Heaven has given thee? Surely this is madness, Atene, for how knowest thou in what likeness thou mightst be sent to tread the earth again? As no queen perhaps, but as a peasant's child, deformed, unsightly, for such reward, it is said, is given to those that achieve self-murder, or even, as many think, shaped like a beast, a snake, a cat, a tigress. Why, see," and she picked up the dagger from the ground and cast it into the air. "That point was poisoned. Had it but pricked thee now," and she smiled at her and shook her head. But Atene could bear no more of this mockery, more venomed than her own steel. "Thou art not mortal," she wailed. "How can I prevail against thee? To Heaven I leave thy punishment," and there upon the rocky peak Atene sank down and wept. Leo stood nearest to her, and the sight of this royal woman in her misery proved too much for him to bear. Stepping to her side, he stooped and lifted her to her feet, muttering some kind words. For a moment she rested on his arm, then shook herself free of him and took the proffered hand of her old uncle Simbri. "I see," said Ayesha, "that as ever thou art courteous, my lord Leo, but it is best that her own servant should take charge of her, for she may hide more daggers. Come, the day grows, and surely we need rest." End of chapter 16 of H. Rider Haggard. Ayesha, the Return of She. Read by Lars Rolander.